everybody, it's Michelle Contreras here reporting for Kids First, and today we're going to be talking about Star Wars The Last Jedi. If you guys have been here for quite some time, then you know that I am a huge Star Wars fan. So I was super excited to be able to go to this press release, and I am so happy to be actually giving you guys some little sneak peeks of the movie and let you know what it's all about. Now, if you haven't seen The Force Awakens, then I definitely recommend you to see it before watching The Last Jedi in theaters. Otherwise, you might be a little bit confused, and honestly, it'll just ruin the whole storyline for you, in my opinion. So that's my advice to you. For those who have seen it, then you know that Luke Skywalker actually returns at the end of the movie. And if you haven't seen it, then I just spoiled it for you. Luke went into hiding undetected into the Porg-infested planet of Octu to die. Rey, who is played by Daisy Ridley, actually has a mission to bring back Luke to fight against the Resistance as war is starting to brew again with the First Order. Now, after what felt like ages into the movie, Rey finally persuades Luke to teach her his knowledge in combat, which leaves Luke unsettled by the strength of her powers. Now, of course, our Princess Leia does make an appearance, but this time around, she's not the one in charge. Vice Admiral Holdo leads the Resistance due to unforeseen circumstances. We are also introduced to a new lead character, Rose Tico, who is played by Kelly Marie Tran, which I interviewed, so if you guys haven't checked it out, don't forget to subscribe to the Kids First channel and see that video. She plays a maintenance worker who guards the escape pods and actually runs into Finn. Now, they form a very special bond in the film that you guys will probably grow to love as they go to the city of Canto Bight, which is a very, very wealthy casino city. And even though Finn sees it as a very beautiful, luxurious place, Rose Tico can see the darkness in it and the despair. Now, Kylo Ren, who is played by Adam Driver, he kind of has a hard time keeping something in, and it's almost like he has just a slight little hint of compassion left in him. So the whole time you will see him kind of struggle between who he wants to be and who he really is, which is kind of nice to see that side of him. Now, that's pretty much all I can tell you about the movie, because now I want to talk about what happens behind the scenes. I didn't want to spoil too much of the storyline, but hopefully you guys get a gist of what you can look forward to. To be quite honest with you, I was not a fan of the writing in this film. This time around, director Rian Johnson also wrote it, and I feel like he kind of added in some lame one-liners in moments where it wasn't needed. There were some scenes where it was very serious, and then all of a sudden it would just be like one weird joke and then the audience would kind of laugh, but it kind of bothered me because I don't see Star Wars in that light. I do think that there are some funny moments that come naturally to the character and the storyline, and these jokes actually felt a little bit more forced, and it did not correlate or resonate with the character at all. It just felt out of touch. So I was not a fan of that. Now, despite that, I'm not entirely angry because the rest of the screenplay was pretty groundbreaking and honestly changed the way Star Wars will be viewed forever. This movie is definitely a breaking point for everything that's gonna come afterwards. So prepare yourselves for that. There were a bunch of plot twists and some that I didn't even expect. I'm usually the first one to pick out any plot holes in films. That's like one of my biggest issues. And this time around, I didn't expect any of them, which is great. That's amazing. That's when you know a film is really good and it doesn't give away too much during the movie that you might expect later on. Now, the cinematography was amazing. They filmed it in Ireland and Croatia and more beautiful places around the world. But what's cool about it is that since the visual effects team put in their magic, it looked like it was placed in a galaxy far, far away. Now, the special effects are mind-blowing. It's almost crazy to think that lightsabers aren't real, even though I really wish they were. But just everything about that movie, in that aspect, the way it's filmed and the special effects is just flawless. Everything looks incredible, super precise and detailed, and definitely, I mean, they always do such a great job. Everything was pretty much incredible, and despite that little minor issue with the writing, I think that this movie was flawless in all aspects. And again, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I might be a little bit biased, but honestly, it's incredible, and I highly recommend for you guys to go see this movie. And of course, catch up before watching these. Now, ultimately, Star Wars The Last Jedi exceeded my expectations, and I urge you guys to go out with your Jedi Knight robes and lightsabers and experience it in front of the big screen. I recommend it for all ages because it's a movie that all family members will love. Now, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up, comment down below what you guys thought of the movie or if you're going to be seeing it, and subscribe for more Kids First coming attractions. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, this has been Michelle Contreras reporting.